That was beautiful.
Hi, Shannon Grimm with Shannon Grimm and Partners. So today, apparently, we're not starting off so great because our board kind of went down for the podcast, and Stanley and I are both sick, and he had to, just wing the music because our music's not playing. But anyhow, we're joined today. Actually, I'm joined with Mike Stanley, and Denisse Martinez, my agent. And then we're also joined by Brett Meiring from KIG.
That's correct.
Investment Group.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
All that practice.
Yes, all that practice. I forget things 2 seconds after I learn them. So, yes. But Brett is also in our B&I group, which, as you know, if any of you listen to us regularly, know that we participate in that. Although I've been absent this month and will be next week too. Didn't go today because I slept in until 7:30, which is like 4 hours later than my normal wake-up time. But anyhow. So now Abby's calling us back.
Yeah, we don't need to talk to her.
Yes.
Ignore.
Yes. But anyhow, well, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So, so you have two little ones at home.
I do.
So you needed coffee very badly.
Yeah, I'm on cup number 3 today, and that's pretty standard for this time. Yeah, oldest is 2 years and 3 months, and the youngest is 6 months. So getting up once throughout the night minimum, all that fun stuff. So.
That's a handful, I would think. So I did not choose to do those things myself, but I'm sure that is quite the handful.
Yeah.
Stanley's got 3, so I firmly believe you should not be outnumbered by children.
Well, I think that's our plan, so wish us luck on that front.
Oh,
but credit to my wife; she does a lot of the heavy lifting with that. So
that's good.
Give proper credit where it's due.
Yeah, you should. So
he seems to have a great smile on his face and energy every time I see him. So
that makes 2 of us. Mike, I think.
Doing well. He's doing well.
Yeah, but we're fake it till you make it.
That's I was going to say. I'm lying. I'm dying on the inside. So.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
You have to smile.
That's right.
That's what I told people, that Stanley, you never know if he's having a bad day because he's always just in a good mood. He always just seems like he's fine. Even if he's sick, he's fine. Like, we just push through. Like, we had to go to an event last night, and we just pushed through. So sometimes I don't think we're sure how we made it through, but we get through it.
Yeah, you told me you 2 were sick. I didn't buy it, but I'm glad I'm on the other side of the table here. So.
And that's why you 2 healthy folks are on
I'm
the
healthy.
other side. Yes. That's why it's the healthy side. This is the not so healthy
also
side.
Also the fashionable side today. Coming in looking good with this.
I didn't know if we're going to have a video, so just in case.
No, we're on video, so you're good. You're looking good.
Perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Denisse showing up in the leather jacket today. I mean, this is like...
Yeah, I got nothing on that. That's cool. That is cool.
Here.
Yesterday, was it yesterday? I don't know. We had a listing appointment, and I'm like, I got to go home and change clothes. And he's like, why? I'm like, I don't feel good clothes. Now I have to go to a listing appointment. I was wearing sweats that were up like, that were
neck high.
Yeah, and we're still a foot too long for me. And I'm like, this was just, I need to throw something on because I got to leave the house for a little bit. But yeah, so good times.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So what all do you do and actually say the actual name because I will get it wrong.
Katterhenry Investment Group.
See, I would have got. I want to put a Katterine. I want to put a ring on the end.
Well, in your defense, there are a lot of syllables there.
Yes.
So fair enough.
It's a tongue twister.
That it is.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm a financial advisor with the group, and there for about 3 years now, and also our team's investment strategist. So I can get really nerdy with like the investments and like what's in our portfolios and why. But
he's a nerd about that stuff too.
Ooh, sounds like a fun conversation. All fair, Mike. We won't bore you, the listeners, with that one. But
he starts talking that stuff, and I just zone out. Yeah. It's like dealing with my husband. Yeah. I'm just like, whatever, you do you.
Yeah.
Love Steve's awesome, so I love the comparison.
Yes.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but no, to put simply, we help clients reach their financial goals in an efficient manner and have some fun along the way doing it. He's the burden of financial management and increase the prosperity of life. So that's what we're all about.
That's good. Yeah. So,
how long have you been with KIG?
About 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone's not paying attention.
Yeah. Did he say that already?
I did.
I missed it.
Did I got to spice it up a little bit? Was that too boring, Mike?
No, that was fine. I just totally missed it.
I was with the bank about 4 years before that, but I'm very happy to be on the other side of things. So it's been
nice.
Great. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what kind of things do you do for clients? Like you just invest them where they should put their money, or do you just do that for them? Or
simply, and that's a misconception we get often is just that we're just money managers, but in reality, like we build financial plans that can include implementing tax strategies, bring in other service professionals like CPAs, state attorneys, things like that. Make sure that's in order. General financial concepts, dabble into insurance, that type of thing. So yeah, in reality, do all that, and then we also run projections for clients just to show like how their current trajectory is shaping up. If we implement some changes, this is how the picture would change and all that stuff, and make decisions from there. So, but yeah, I mean, investing is a key component of it, but far from the entirety of it, So.
Yeah, my husband deals with all that stuff, so I have no idea. They've had the same financial planner in the family. He's the third generation now, so I believe the original guy has died, but it's still like part of that same group. Yeah. So I don't get involved with that. It's best I not know things.
Yeah. I mean, it's a similar thing we're trying to do. We're trying to deal with multiple generations, trying to be families like forever firm is what we call it. So we have multiple generations of advisors and strong support staff to help us and make us look good. Frankly, they get a lot of the credit. But anyway, yeah. So it's been great.
I just had someone describe their community as they want you from the cradle to the grave.
Cradle to the grave.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
It's a little morbid, but that kind of sounds like your whole thing too. Is you want to get them started young and
between us, I might steal that.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes, sorry,
that was not me.
I mean,
that was loud. It was me.
I think that's genius. Why not get somebody started that young, though?
Right, but
you got somebody for life, but then at the same time, I mean,
this was someone talking about their community, their housing community, and they want you cradle to grave, and that sounded creepy. Yeah. As far as investments goes, that sounds far less creepy.
It also sounds awesome if someone can start investing.
Investing
for their child when they're born.
Yeah.
I mean, they're set for life.
But
I don't realize that.
I mean, the power of compounding is a real thing.
It's insane.
I mean, it's a patient
housing
process.
Sounds weird. Right?
It does sound weird.
Like housing, what are you going to do? Throw them in the backyard?
Yeah, bury me in the backyard. Build me into the wall.
Investing,
that might be some walls against that. I don't know.
That sounds much better for you to steal that. So
there you go.
You use that.
Okay,
that just
appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I was interested. You said tax strategy, and I feel like that's something a lot of people just don't even think about, and that is so huge.
Yeah. I mean, a big part of what we do is work with like a client CPAs, to like implement those strategies. And since we're not licensed tax advisors, that more or less comes from them, but we can certainly implement it. And there's things that we can do too, just to make sure that the right assets are in the right type of accounts. Just because some of them have different tax consequences, some don't, and like IRAs, you take required minimum distributions, that type of thing, and those also shield taxes as well. So that's where you might put some of the safer stuff to limit growth and generate the income, and put the growth assets in other accounts that are more advantageous for that. So there's a lot of different knobs you can turn, I guess, to get someone there. But at the end of the day, like, we view money as a tool to live the life and do what you want to do when you want to do it. So all that's fine and well, but that's basically what we're trying to do for people. So.
Yeah, my husband just talks about retiring every day.
Good luck with that, I guess.
Yeah, and he said whoever dies gets the money. Sounds kind of morbid.
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
We also have a bet who's going to outlive who.
Crazy conversation right before the podcast started from you. Then we're talking about cradle to grave communities. Yeah. And whoever dies gets the.
It's got dark really fast.
I know.
I'm not the one who said the cradle to grave thing. I'm just regurgitating because it sounded like he wanted to cradle to grave too, and that makes much more sense.
Yeah, it resonates.
If I would have started investing even for Jonathan when he was younger, it'd be a lot better now.
Oh yeah. So how often would you say
they get old quick?
They do.
Yeah.
Kids grow up so fast.
That's what people say. The long days but short years, and that's definitely been the case so far. Yeah, I get that. But.
So before you know it, I mean, they're like graduating high school and stuff. So it's kind of crazy.
Well, Mike was telling me before this too about how age 3 is the worst of the years, and
he's getting into it.
My oldest is 2 years and 3 months. I don't know if I already said that. So I got that to look forward to, which is appreciative, I guess. But anyway, fun. Yeah.
I think they're great up until like age 8 or 9. It's when they start becoming like a 10-year-old and talking back and having opinions. That's what I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
So.
When they become a person.
Yeah, exactly. Inform their own thoughts.
Yes. No, when they're willing to go along with what I say, that's when they're the coolest.
I got this naive optimism that that's never going to happen. In reality, it very likely will. You know what I mean? But anyway, we can be hopeful for the time being, I suppose.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Sometimes it takes a little
Appreciate
longer.
the reality.
There's little hints of it here and there, and depending on the kid. Like, I know my oldest, it didn't really, she started middle school this year. And, the whole puberty thing's ramping up, and 6th grade and the change in, the dynamic at school.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. You said you have 2 girls and a boy? Is that
Two
right?
girls and a boy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm 2 for 2 on the girl front right now. So, we'll see how that goes. Yeah,
You,
they've been great. I love being a girl.
I was going to say, are you hoping for a boy for the last one, or are you just happy to have another one?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy and healthy first and foremost, right? But,
For sure.
all else equal, wouldn't mind to mix it up a little bit, you know what I mean? But it is really cool that now have a sister who's close in age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the optimism on that front. But,
that could either be good or bad.
Yeah, it seems that's...
And it'll probably be both.
Not the first person to tell me that. Yeah, so anyway. But,
As you say, they get to share everything, do stuff together, and then when they get older,
fight
about
it.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's cute until it's not, right? Yeah.
Fight over sharing everything. Yeah.
You stole my sweater again! Ah!
Yeah. That's funny. That's what kids do, too.
It's true.
And everybody wants a sibling who doesn't have one.
It's true.
You always want what you don't have.
I never had a brother. I did want a brother. My sisters were great.
You got that on the record.
I got tortured a little bit, but they were great. I got dressed up a lot when I was little.
The fact that you were tortured explains some things.
Yeah, checks out.
I was the youngest. 2 older sisters. They tortured.
Oh, and that explains a lot too, right?
Playing with Barbies and makeup, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was the youngest. He was a boy. That means his parents spoiled him. He got whatever he wanted. And the sisters tortured him because of such things. So that's usually the family dynamics with that sort of thing.
I would say that's not wholly true, but partially.
I would think
partially
it is,
true.
Yeah.
Partially.
It explains a lot. It explains a lot.
Okay, thank you. You charge by the hour for this these therapy sessions?
Yeah, it feels good. I gotta be honest. I feel renewed.
I used to want to be a psychiatrist, so I thought it would be a lot of fun.
You're a good listener. I can see it. Yeah.
I'm not really.
No, well, again, take it till you make
better.
it, right?
Yeah, I should be better. I'm more of a talker than a listener. That's what all the report cards said.
Never grew out of it, huh?
No, what are you going to do? But I do find people fascinating, so.
Yeah, it makes 2 of us.
Yeah. But, so what do you like to do for fun?
No, when we're not changing diapers, we really like checking out new places around Columbus. Travel when we can, maybe a bit of a cliche answer. Personally, I'm pretty big into sports. Ohio State Buckeyes. I've been going to games since I've been about 6 years old. My dad went to dental school there, so he started taking me when I was really young, which I appreciate that. And up until recent years, I've been a long-suffering Detroit Lions fan, but they've had some good years now. But
they have.
Yeah, sports, spending time with the family, friends, travel, the good stuff. So.
Now, how did you become a Detroit Lions
I was going to ask that.
Beat you to it.
I get that question often. I'll give you the short version is that I hit a growth spurt when I was like 6 years old, running late to a soccer practice, and it was the turn of the season, so I didn't have any clothes that fit me, and my mom goes into our local sporting goods store and gets a sweatshirt that off the clearance rack, and it says Detroit Lions on it. And at the time, I was a big football fan, but I didn't have a team, so I was like, what the heck, I'll be a Detroit Lions fan. And I'm 6 years old. I don't know if they're good. I don't know where Detroit's at, and I give her grief all the time that he couldn't have picked a good team or a great city, like killing me here. But anyway, yeah. So I always like to make the joke that no one can question my loyalty, given how
long it's been.
Yeah. Well said, to put it politely.
Yeah.
I was born in Detroit, actually.
Oh, really?
North of Detroit. It's Rochester Hills. So my family lived there for a short time. I only lived there for about 8 months, actually. But my dad was a Tigers and a Lions fan, and they lived there for 2.5 years, I think. So not long, but then settled back here. They lived here previously and then came back and settled here. So. Yeah. I did watch quite a bit of Lions and Tiger baseball and Lions football growing up, but I became a Cincinnati guy. So
yeah, you've made the transition. Then I am a Reds fan, so I got that.
I love
so
it.
we can bond over that. But I actually spent 3 months in Auburn Hills for an internship back in the day.
Oh, really?
So that was a good time up there.
Nice.
But, yeah. Anyway,
I actually grew up a Cleveland Browns fan. So, and I grew up in a weird household where the men did not like sports, so I was the only person in the family who liked sports. So
Really?
It's kind of interesting. But I did get my own TV because I would refuse to not watch sports.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that are Cleveland Browns fans, and yeah, like I said, up until recently, we were able to suffer together for quite a while.
Yep.
You know, had that
Yeah.
one thing in common. But now I think there's a bit of jealousy, so I stopped watching the games with them just because there's usually a winner and a loser every Sunday. So
I got so salty because they became the Baltimore Ravens, and they took my Ozzie Newsome with them, and he's still in the front office, which still pisses me off. And then they won a Super Bowl that year, so I vowed to forever hate Art Modell, and I no longer really watch professional sports. So.
yeah, you're not the only person to hate Art Modell.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was really mad when the Ravens wore the little art stickers on their helmets when he died. I was really salty about that. So I briefly converted to a Pittsburgh fan.
Yeah, didn't know that about you, Shannon. There you go.
Third mention of death this podcast.
Yeah, we got a tracker up there somewhere.
It's
like,
because I
once
feel
we get
like
to 10, I'm
dying
out of here.
over here. I feel like I'm dying over here. I'm still here, though. And hopefully won't get anyone else sick, but I feel like I'm death warmed over.
So you say you like to explore Columbus.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like to explore and check out new areas to, like, check out a new park or a new, like, event
Food.
space or food? Is that the big thing?
Or events.
Food, yeah, food, breweries, whatever has a big space that kids can run around in and parents can still have a good time in it. So
Yes.
we live in Hilliard, so we go to Crooked Can.
Crooked Can's
Crooked
awesome.
Can's a good one.
Yeah, really good amount. And then Grandview just opened up that Grand Market, so we've been checking that out. But yeah, especially as the weather gets nice, then we'd venture out a little bit more. So.
Now, have you gone down to the land grant, like the winter park there?
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did one of those igloos with my family. Me and my sister got my parents as a Christmas gift, like, and all expenses on us weekend, and we rented one of those out, and that was a really good time. Yeah, I didn't realize like sitting outside while being warm in the winter could be as fun as it was. So anyway,
It's especially nice if it's snowy, but you're warm.
yeah.
And
Yes.
you're somehow surrounded by it.
Yeah, they have that. They slide the kegs across the rink.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. That's a really good time too. We did that with
Keg
my in-laws
curling?
last year. Keg curling. There you go. Yeah, bingo. Yeah, the beer's pretty good there too, which is nice. So
That's
helps, but-
icing on the cake is the beer's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we like to check out all different parts of Columbus. Yeah, we're actually going to a concert tomorrow at the Bluestone. So first time
Where's the Bluestone?
it's downtown. I couldn't exactly tell you like what street or whatnot, but we never really get to check out like downtown restaurants or anything like that. So we're turning it into a little bit of a date night. So yeah.
Where are you going to dinner?
That's cool.
To be determined. We're thinking about going to Short North.
Butcher and Rose is really good, I hear.
So we thought about that. Yeah, we're big into happy hour menus though, and just getting like small things. And apparently they don't have one. So
That's
correct me
me.
if I'm wrong.
That's
Okay,
me.
so you can relate.
Yeah. He's the happy hour king.
hours.
Okay.
Yeah, we
But
went to
the
a
beef
concert.
Wellington is really good at Butcher and Rose, and you could
Okay.
split it. And be
I've heard
happy.
it's good.
Oh, well, this
I've
is
seen
good
photos
info.
of it. I never got to have it.
It's very
You
Even
don't
though-
sound salty at all.
Even
about
though a
that.
lot of people from from this office went together. Interesting. Interesting. No, but I went down there for a concert in December, and we had Cameron Mitchell gift cards. So I was like, oh, perfect, we'll use these. So
Oops.
not thinking, we went to Mitchell's Steakhouse, which is no longer owned by Cameron Mitchell's, and I didn't know
And
that.
it's
ironic?
actually called Columbus. Oh no, it's Mitchell Steakhouse.
It's still
You're
Mitchell
right. I thought you
Steakhouse.
were talking about Columbus Fish Market.
And
They
so-
have a happy hour too.
So we walk in there, and I'm like, perfect, they got an awesome happy hour. We're going to get some great drinks. We're going to load up on a few different apps and just hang here for a while.
Yeah.
Everything was delicious. Had a few cocktails, a couple glasses of wine. I think we had like 3 appetizers and split a burger that was on the happy hour menu too. We were
Oh, there you
stuffed.
go.
It was like $70 for all this, and it was. I mean, these were some nice cocktails. I was like, this is great. Here's our gift card. And then, sorry
Just
to tell you. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, well, it still sounds like you had a good deal. So.
It was still a good deal though. So
But
the
he's
food-
cheap,
the
so
food-
that had
the-
to hurt.
It did
Yeah.
hurt. It did
Yeah.
hurt.
What was this place called? You said?
Mitchell Steakhouse.
Oh, okay.
So it's really close to Butcher and Rose.
Okay.
But I mean, it was pretty dang good appetizers. The cocktails were awesome. So
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
What's your go-to cocktail?
I usually do a Manhattan on the rocks.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
I like it. Most people like. I like old fashions too.
I was gonna say I'm an old fashioned man myself.
I like
each their own. Yeah.
I like old fashions, but Manhattan on the rocks is my go-to.
Okay. Nice.
Or I can easily do like a nice Moscow Mule. That's if my wife orders one, she wants someone to drink it with her. I'll have one. I'm happy. I love ginger, so it's delicious.
Okay, good supporter.
Yeah. I can drink anything. Let's be honest. Wine, beer, it's all good.
You don't discriminate. Huh?
Yeah,
You don't have problems.
If you order something, if you order something and you don't like it, just give it to him.
It's good to know.
That's what I do. I just give it to him. I'm like, I don't like this. Here, you take it.
So old fashioned's your go-to drink.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I like bourbon. I'm a very amateur collector. I've gotten some gifts, even some bottles that I haven't opened as like wedding gifts, and
Oh wow.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
So we're approaching the past 3 years now. So it's I really enjoy it. Long story short. Yeah.
So are you gonna dedicate a whole room to your bourbon?
I don't think I'll ever get to that point. I don't think I'll be allowed.
Especially
honestly.
since you had kids. Like,
Yeah.
I had one client who was like, "Oh, this is gonna be my bar," and then he was like, "They took the bar.
Yeah.
The kids, it's their playroom. They took the whole bar."
Oh,
You,
well,
you have
like-
to make the bourbon tour in Kentucky.
Yeah, we did the. My wife surprised me with that as a Christmas gift about 2 years ago. Actually, we went to about 4 different places in 2 days, and it was spectacular. Especially it was the winter, so like Christmas holiday season, and they had like all the wreaths and all the shutters painted red and green.
Well,
it
that's
was
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. I highly recommend it, even if you don't like bourbon. It was beautiful. But,
What distilleries did you go to?
Jim Beam, Angel's Envy, Buffalo Trace. I'm missing a couple here. Bardstown and Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I did a barrel at Maker's Mark with my friends.
Yeah.
And so you
Yeah.
get to watch it. They brand it with your name on it. You get to watch it
Very
go through its
cool.
aging process, and then when they're ready to tap it, you come down, you do a tasting, and then you get to bottle it and take a case.
Yeah, we got to dip our own bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
That's very cool.
still got that. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Uh-huh. Anyway, yeah, it was a good time.
I have family down in Louisville, a lot of family, and I feel like I don't go down and utilize that enough to go do. I've done a few of them down there, but I'd love to go down and do some more bourbon tasting. So
Yeah, but no, you were mentioning a collection. It's just as you raise kids, pretty funny. We have a room that separates like our front room and our kitchen, and we have like the bourbon bottles like displayed up there. But then we also have my daughter's play kitchen set right next to it. So you got like the adult right there, and then you got like the kids' toys right there. Yeah, just a fun little mix. But anyway, yeah, fun how that happens. But
You gotta merge them all together one way or another.
yeah,
Just,
exactly.
At least they don't have to be locked in a cabinet yet. So
Yeah.
not quite there yet.
Yeah, we put it high enough for
Yeah.
But we do got one of those like baby protectors like up the cabinets,
Yes.
Yeah, things I thought I'd never purchase.
how often do you
That
struggle
just
with the
means
baby
the adults
protector?
can't. I was gonna say that just means the adults can't get in.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a struggle at the beginning there, but we got to figure it out.
You gotta
I hate
Yeah.
those. I hate those knob things. It's like I need a kid to come open this thing up.
Yeah,
Like,
we got the slider ones or whatever that you just slide and like pull open, but anyway, all
those things
fun.
are too complicated. So, Brett, if someone wants to get a hold of you to seek your advice, how would they get a hold of you?
You can go to the Katterhenry Investment Group.com website. There's a contact us page there. Our office line is 800-366-5384, or I'm pretty active on LinkedIn too, so people message me there as well. So those are probably the 3 main places to do so.
Okay, great. Thanks for joining us today.
And
We
get
like
those
to-
kids' accounts up and running early with him. I'm just saying.
Yeah, 529s or else you name it. There you go.
There you go. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And again, we don't have outro music, so it's really weird.
I'll
for
sing
me,
it for you
but-
again. Don't worry about it.
But thanks for joining us today, and make sure to like, follow, subscribe.
Comment and hit that notification bell at Shannon Grimm Realtor and at 614 Real Estate Nerds.
Thank you.